Samsung's latest take on the big screen foldable phone, the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 5, is finally here. It's only an incremental update when compared to the prior Z Fold 4, but what really matters is how the phone compares to the competition. Samsung spent years as the only manufacturer making large foldables in North America, but those days are over. Google unveiled its take on the form factor with the Google Pixel Fold this year. It's a great yet immature smartphone. It does get a lot of things right though, like a wider cover screen. If you have the money to spare and cross-shopping between the Google Pixel Fold and Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 5, then you are at the right place. In this video, I'm going to tell the key reasons to buy one phone over the other. So let's start with the design and display. Samsung's Galaxy Z Fold 5, like other iterations of the Z Fold lineup, is really easy to spot out in the wild. It has a tall cover screen with an aspect ratio you wouldn't particularly see on a traditional slab phone. The cover screen measures up to 6.2 inches, but since display sizes are measured diagonally, the Z Fold 5's cover screen will feel smaller than that figure. Although it can be difficult to type on this outer screen, the choice to make the cover screen narrow makes the main screen more square, which is easier for apps to adapt to. Notably, neither the 6.2-inch cover screen nor the 7.6-inch main screen is changed in terms of size or resolution from the Z Fold 4. That means you'll find a 120Hz adaptive refresh rate display with a 2176 by 1812 resolution on the main screen, sporting 374 pixels per inch. On the cover screen, there's another 120Hz adaptive refresh rate display with a 2316 by 904 resolution and 402 pixels per inch. However, there's a notable difference between the two panels. The main screen can lower its refresh rate to 1 Hz, while the cover screen can only go as low as 48 Hz. On the other hand, the Pixel Fold looks pretty similar to the standard form factor of a smartphone when closed. The cover screen has a 5.8-inch display, but more important is the smartphone's wider form factor. The Pixel Fold has a pleasant aspect ratio, both folded and unfolded. Like the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 5, the cover screen and the 7.6-inch main screen feature OLED panels with 120Hz refresh rates and share similar resolutions, meaning you'll get a great viewing experience regardless of which display you use. For the specifics, the Pixel Fold's cover screen has a 2092 by 1080 resolution, while the main screen has a 2208 by 1840 resolution. However, we found that the wider cover screen means the main screen has a strange aspect ratio that third-party apps haven't adjusted to yet. As far as design goes, both smartphones sport features like their company's traditional slab phone counterparts. The Pixel Fold has the camera bar that has become iconic to the Pixel lineup, while the Z Fold 5 has the 3-dot camera system found on Galaxy S phones. However, the Z Fold 5 is lighter than the Pixel Fold, and the phones weigh 253 gram and 283 gram respectively. Neither phone is dust-resistant, as shown by the IPX8 durability rating. This does mean that both phones are water-resistant, though, and that's good news. The IPX8 standard confirms that a smartphone can withstand immersion in at least 1 meter of water. Generally, these tests are conducted over a 30-minute period. But what does this mean for daily use? Essentially, it means that the Z Fold 5 and the Pixel Fold will be perfectly fine on the rain and can survive a fall in a puddle, but it shouldn't be used anywhere it can be submerged in deep water. Samsung's Galaxy Z Fold 5 has top-of-the-line hardware, and that includes a great system on a chip. It's powered by a 4-nm chip on Qualcomm's Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 platform, which is the best Qualcomm has to offer. The experience might be bogged down by Samsung's One UI 5 software, though, which is a relatively heavy Android 13 skin. One UI brings a lot of bloatware, including duplicate versions of apps, advertisements, and unwanted games. It's something to consider when buying, as this type of bloatware isn't as common on Pixel devices. Google has the advantage of offering great optimization with stock Android 13, but it'll lose the performance battle of the Fold 5 every time. The Pixel Fold is powered by a Tensor G2 chip that is nearly a year old and is clearly underpowered for a flagship foldable. Tensor G2 loses to Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 and Gen 2 chips in most benchmarks and has a tendency to overheat. That doesn't mean performance on the Pixel Fold is bad, because Google's optimization does get the most out of what the Tensor G2 chip can offer. However, on paper, Samsung is the clear winner here. The Pixel Fold's thin form factor might make you hesitant to trust its battery life claims, as Google says it's the thinnest foldable in North America. However, it does feature a 4821 mAh battery that is surprisingly bigger than the Galaxy Fold 5's 4400 mAh battery. That doesn't tell the whole story though, because despite Google's optimization efforts, the Tensor G2 runs hot and can burn through battery life. Pixel Fold typically gets 12 to 18 hours of use between charging sessions, but you might be able to stretch that to a full day based on your use case. It's important to note that the Pixel Fold charges really slowly, so you won't be able to juice it up quickly if you run out of battery. Most flagship foldables typically have weaker camera systems than their company's respective traditional flagships, and that's true of the Fold 5 and the Pixel Fold. Both Google and Samsung make some of the best smartphone cameras, but the systems on the Fold 5 and the Pixel Fold aren't the best. The Fold 5 has almost the same setup as the last-gen Fold 4. By comparison, the Pixel Fold has the best camera system in a foldable, but not by a long shot. You'll find that the selfie camera on the inner screen is much better than that of the Galaxy Fold 5 because it isn't an under-display variant. The massive bezels on the Pixel Fold are big enough to squeeze in an unobstructed selfie camera, so you'll get better performance here. Like most Pixel devices, the photo quality outperforms the camera hardware thanks to machine learning and post-processing tech. Since foldables offer expansive inner displays that are perfect for productivity work, pen support might be a huge factor in your purchase decision. While neither the Fold 5 nor the Google Pixel Fold supports a built-in stylus, the Pixel Fold doesn't support a first-party stylus at all. Samsung supports the S Pen Fold Edition on the Z Fold 5, but it only works on the main screen and is sold separately. It also sells a case for the Fold 5 and the S Pen, though it adds even more thickness to an already large foldable phone. Now the question is, which one is right for you? Although the Galaxy Fold 5 wasn't changed much when compared to the Z Fold 4, it's still a more complete foldable than the Pixel Fold. Samsung has had half a decade to refine its foldable phones, and that expertise shows in terms of durability and polish. Plus, the flagship processor and capable camera system are enough to make the Z Fold 5 a great daily driver for most people looking for a foldable. Be sure to test out One UI and make sure you like the operating system before spending nearly $2,000 on the Fold 5 though, because most people either love it or hate it. There's still a case to be made for the Pixel Fold though, especially if you don't like One UI as an operating system. The Pixel Fold runs stock Android 13, so it's fun and useful for fans of the Pixel ecosystem. There's also the wider cover screen, which is much easier to use than the one found on the Z Fold 5. But know that, like any other first-generation product, a Pixel Fold comes with some bugs and flaws. It'll probably stand a better chance than Samsung's original Galaxy Z Fold when it first debuted, though the Pixel Fold will surely be refined over the following generations. The Google Pixel Fold is a feature-rich device with a compact form factor, flagship hardware, impressive cameras, and a phenomenal software experience. While Samsung's latest Galaxy Z Fold 5 is a further refinement to the Z Fold lineup. If you want a taller and lighter phone, go for the Fold 5, but if you prefer a shorter but heavier phone, then Pixel Fold is the right choice. So what are your thoughts on both the devices? Share your valuable thoughts below in the comment section, and for more Galaxy updates, be sure to subscribe our channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See you for the next time. Peace out.